مساء الخير واهلا بحضراتكم ولقاء جديد وجناب السفير. ودولتنا النهارده اللي هنتكلم عنها هي دولة سلوفينيا. هنتكلم عنها ونعرف الطبيعة الجميلة الموجودة هناك، التعاون بين مصر وبين سلوفينيا مؤخرا، احتفال سفارة سلوفينيا في شهر يونيو بمرور 30 سنة على الاستقلال، والحفل اللي أقامته سفارة سلوفينيا هنا في القاهرة. معلومات كتير عن سلوفينيا وعن التعاون بينها وبين مصر هنعرفها النهارده. ومعانا سعادة السفيرة ماتيا بروفيلشيك، سفيرة جمهورية سلوفينيا بجمهورية مصر العربية. Nice to meet you.
It's my honor to be here. Hello. And I would like to say أهلا بكم في جناب السفير.
We will talk first about the celebration of the Independence Day of Slovenia this year, and this anniversary is very special, so we will talk about this.
Yes, indeed. Slovenia this year celebrated the 30th anniversary of the independence on 25th July. 30 years ago, Slovenian parliament took the decision and proclaimed the independence of Slovenia. We know that historical changes in Europe started to happen in the 80s and beginning of 90s, and Slovenia celebrated 30 years ago its new independence. I have to say that this was also a difficult time for Slovenia, because the next day the 10 days long war started in Slovenia, and we have to say that here I would like to say that I'm really proud and thankful to the Slovenian forces, police forces and territorial defense that played a role in this historical time. And in October 1991, the last foreign military left Slovenia. At that time that was the Yugoslavian army, and the recognition, international recognition, started the end of 1991 and then continue in the beginning of 92. And Egypt was among the first countries where we opened our embassy in 1993. So this year Slovenia was remembering this historical time, and Slovenian embassy, even if the situation is still a little bit difficult due to the COVID situation all over the world, we did a small celebration party remembering this time.
الحقيقة بدأت مع سعادة السفيرة بالاحتفال يعني العيد الوطني الخاص بهم أو يوم الاستقلال، اللي هي قالت لي إنه كان في 25 يونيو من هذا العام، مرور 30 سنة على الاستقلال. فطبعا كان يوم مميز بالنسبة لسلوفينيا، لكن طبعا الاحتفال كان في عدد قليل نتيجة طبعا الإجراءات الاحترازية لفيروس كورونا. So we will talk also about cooperation between Slovenia and about Egypt in many fields. So we'll talk about technology and the field of technology and this cooperation.
Yes, Slovenia is putting a lot of focus on the scientific research, the digitalization and artificial intelligence. And indeed in the many multilateral forum, the Slovenia and Egypt cooperate in this field. So because Egypt has also as far as I know, Egypt has also plans for the digitalization and artificial intelligence field to put emphasis of the youth in everyday life, and also in helping the economic development.
Slovenia always attends the youth conference in Sharm el-Sheikh.
Yes, indeed. We are invited to the conference that is held and under the auspices of His Excellency President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, and I think that this is one of the good examples how to bring together the youth and show them, exchange with them the ideas and the view, and also show them the different possibility of the way ahead.
So we will talk also about Slovenia, and we want to know more about Slovenian tradition, habits, about people.
Yes, Slovenian people, are very friendly people, and
I noticed that.
yes, and also the people that like to that love their country and are welcoming a lot of foreigners, and are very proud to show our history and our country. But at the same time, I have to say that the people of Slovenia are also very eager to travel and to see and experience the new adventure. So the tourist cooperation and the coming of the Slovenian tourist in Egypt.
What about this cooperation in tourism?
Yeah, it's working after the break because of the COVID-19 situation. I have to say that we are now witnessing coming back of the Slovenian tourist. For now, is mostly in your beautiful sea resort, and maybe this is also a good time that I mention my gratitude also to your Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities that are always inviting the foreign ambassadors to see the Egyptian attractions and promote the attraction in our countries. So I think this is very good way of how to promote your country.
What about your experience as a tourist here in Cairo and your years here in Cairo?
Well,
in Egypt as a whole.
Yes, I came first to Egypt a very long time ago as a student, actually, and then also I worked in Egypt as a young diplomat in 90s, and I have to say that
you are here almost 3 years.
Now almost 3 years. And I can say that I know Egypt quite well, but I'm still discovering the new places and the new...
Where have you been here? What are the places you have been visited here?
Yes, I especially love Sinai. I visited, of course, the north coast.
Yeah.
I visited most of the places like from pharaonic time. But I also love the Islamic Cairo.
Yeah.
And when I was first here in 90s, there is a great change between that time and now, because the restoration, the restoration of the Islamic Cairo took place, and it's beautiful now to walk, for example, from the bazaar to Bab Zuela.
And Shara al-Mu'izz, Hussein, and this area is very nice now.
Yes, and this is one of my favorite places where I take all my personal visitors also to see.
You enjoy it?
Of course, because I think...
You have Egyptian friends?
Yeah, I have also Egyptian friends, yes, of course. And
went to Khan al-Khalili together, shopping.
Khan al-Khalili is beautiful. It's a little bit now, because of COVID, bit more difficult, but I still go from time to time. And I should also not forget about the place that I like to go as well. It's Muqattam. I think the Muqattam, yes, the view from from there,
Cairo.
Yes,
very fantastic.
If I need some relaxation in the evening, just to drive up there and have the
karkadeh.
Yes. So this is really nice experience here in Egypt, and not to. I mentioned when the people were asking me many times, so maybe this is already known, that my absolutely favorite place in Egypt is Ras Mohammed.
Ras Mohammed in Sinai.
This is beautiful, and I have to praise Egypt that have it as a national reservoir, and that it has the project of preserving it. The biodiversity of the Egyptian Red Sea, and I think that this is the Ministry of Environment of Egypt, and Her Excellency the Minister, she is doing a great job.
They're doing too much job.
Yes, I have to say that.
سعادة السفيرة الحقيقة كانت في القاهرة هنا بتدرس قبل ما تتعين في السلك الدبلوماسي طبعا، وهي لسه في حياتها في البداية. ولما جت مصر من حوالي 3 سنين تقريبا، هي استمتعت بأماكن كتير. راحت أماكن في سيناء بتحبها جدا، وبتقول إن محمية راس محمد من الأماكن الجميلة جدا اللي وزارة البيئة اهتمت بيها جدا، وتعتبر من المناطق العالمية. بتحب هنا في مصر قوي القاهرة الإسلامية، بتحب تروح شارع المعز وباب زويلة والأماكن الجميلة اللي فيها عبق التاريخ. وبتقول لما بتحب تستمتع بقى بالاسترخاء وبالهدوء بتروح المقطم وتقعد تشرب كركديه. تمام. You like كركديه very much?
Yes. It's healthy, and it's very
healthy. It gives you relaxation.
And you can drink, in the winter you can drink the hot one, and in the summer you can drink
كركديه ساقع. تحب الكركديه جدا، تشرب كركديه سخن في الشتاء وتشرب كركديه بارد في الصيف. So we will talk also about Slovenia and about education in Slovenia, about women in Slovenia. Give us a brief about these two sectors.
Yes, in the past years, during the work of our embassy here in Egypt, Slovenia and Egypt signed also the agreement on the cooperation in the education field, and Slovenia was offering a scholarship, and Egypt was offering the scholarship for Slovenian students. But in past 2 years, because of COVID, this scholarship were not used. But I have to say that there are in the Erasmus program, this is the EU program, there are a lot of Egyptian students coming to Slovenia. and they are coming to my town, which is Maribor. It's not the capital of Slovenia, and they are coming to my town to study 6 months in our university. I think that this is also an important way of knowing each other country and an important way of our cooperation. And another thing that we will try to do, not try, but that we are already have, the program to do it. It's promoting. We started already from 1st of July the promotion of the program Europe Reader. This is the possibility for all the Egyptian students to read the literature from all the EU that is freely available on the internet, and to promote. Excellent. Yes, and to promote. This is during our presidency. This will be available, and to promote that, we with the Egyptian, with the Cairo Library in Doki.
It's translated?
It's translated only, it's in all the European languages, but it's translated, unfortunately, we don't have the Arabic translation, but it's translated in English, French, and German.
The main languages.
Yes. So it's mostly for the students who can understand that. We will try to work on the translation to the local languages around the world, so hopefully this can be, also later on, yes. But to promote this project, we will do another project in, I think it's scheduled in October, with the Cairo Library in Doki, and we will have so-called library under the treetops, under the trees. We will put in the garden of the library small shelves with the Slovenian literature. Some of it is also translated to Arabic. We will have a small corner also for the EU literature translated in Arabic. So everybody who comes to the library can sit out in the garden and take the books and read them there. So this is also for the promotion of the education and knowing each other literature and culture.
الحقيقة سعادة السفيرة كلمتني عن التعليم وأهميته في سلوفينيا، وعن يعني وجودهم كرؤساء الاتحاد الأوروبي في هذه الفترة من بداية شهر 7 يوليو لحد نهاية السنة، قد إيه هم عاملين مجهود في الاهتمام بالتعليم في الفترة دي. زي مثلا إن هم عاملين مشروع للأدب العالمي كله موجود، بيقدر الشخص يستعرضه عن طريق الإنترنت أو عن طريق مكتبة موجودة هنا في مصر باللغات الأساسية اللي هو الإنجليزي والفرنساوي والألماني، وبيتمنوا إن هم يقدروا يعملوه بلغات أكتر من كده في الفترة الجاية. So we'll talk about the role of women in Slovenia.
Yes, Slovenia is actually putting a lot of importance of the equality of sex, and I have to say that though there are still many targets that we can improve and reach, but if I talk about the diplomacy, where I know the situation better, I can say that the women have a lot of chance to reach the equal position as the men. We have over 30% of our ambassadors around the world are women, and it's and to reach these targets, even better, we are promoting also the family policy in the working place, because for the working women we know what is the most difficult. The most difficult is to be the mother at home and the woman at work. So we are having programs that are actually giving the chance of the women for the better family policy together with the working position.
كلمني الحقيقة عن دور المرأة في سلوفينيا وقد ايه هي في مساواة عندهم، وفي تقريبا عدد كبير يمكن نص الدبلوماسيين من السيدات، المجال اللي هي بتعمل فيه بتتكلم عنه، وانه قد ايه بيساعدوا المرأة ان هي تبقى موجودة ما بين بيتها وما بين عملها وبيشجعوها على العمل. So we will talk also about food and about Egyptian food. What's your favorite dish here in Cairo, in Egypt?
Yes. There are some food that are here in Egypt. I have to say that you can find them maybe in a little bit different way. Also in Slovenia, like we have something similar than kofta. We have something similar than goulash. The goulash, yes. And we do have few things in common, but not all the dishes that you have here. And if I have to say, my favorite is moussaka. We do have kind of moussaka in Slovenia, but it's not the same one like here. It's prepared differently. And this was I don't know, since I first tried this dish, this is one of my favorite. I also like tamia. Yes, I like very much hummus and tahina and all of these salads that you prepare as a side dish. The sweets are very sweet for our taste, but they have a special Oriental flavor, and it's always nice to try them. But it should be in a small, yes. And what I always take with me home to Slovenia when I travel, because this is one of my mother's favorite thing from Egypt. These are the dates in the chocolate.
بلح
بالشوكولاتة. Yes. This is what a lot of Slovenians really appreciate.
Your mother likes very much.
My mother, she loves them, and I always give them to my family and to my friends in Slovenia.
Send our regards to her. سعادة سفيرة، طبعا لما سألتها عن رأيها هنا في الأطباق المصرية وإيه يعني أحب الأطباق المصرية ليها، قالت إن هي بتحب المسقعة، بتحب الحمص والطحينة والطعمية. الحلويات يمكن بتحس انها مسكره قوي، فيعني بتاكل قليل منها، لكن هي بتحب جدا تاخد معاها لوالدتها لما بتسافر سلوفينيا البلح بالشوكولاته.
These rivers and streams taught me to dream. The mountains and trees have comforted me. I've tasted the world, but nothing is sweet as all our memories. You're my haven, always there to pick me up when I need to be whole again. There's nothing quite like you, rivers and skies so blue. So I keep coming back to you. Shy and so beautiful, you never leave me cold. So I keep coming back to you. The songs in the caves bring back the heartache. You know how I miss the wine from the hills. Bonfires lit, pour me a drink, love. Let's dream
احنا بنشكر سعاده السفيره ماتيا بروفلشيك سفيره جمهوريه سلوفينيا بجمهوريه مصر العربيه. قد ايه في تواصل بيننا وبينها، وانا حاسه ان هي حابه مصر، وهي بتقول فعلا ان هي مبسوطه لاقامتها هنا في مصر، بتستمتع بالحياه في مصر، وزي ما قالت عن الكركديه السخن والساقع والمسقعه. يعني الحمد لله ان ضيوفنا كلهم يعني بينالوا الاهتمام والرعايه وبيكونوا سعداء معانا في مصر. اتكلمنا عن التعاون في مجالات كتير بين مصر وبين سلوفينيا، ونتمنى مزيد من التعاون. اتكلمنا عن رئاسه سلوفينيا للاتحاد الاوروبي في هذه الفتره والمشروعات الكتيره اللي بتعملها سلوفينيا خصوصا في مجال التعليم مثلا اللي اتكلمنا عنه النهارده. شكرا لحضراتكم والى اللقاء.